Hi there, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. Your communicational skills get a huge boost on the first day of this month when there is a new moon which combines with the planet of fortune, Jupiter, on the very first day. This provides a backdrop for the following 4 weeks, which can see you full of enthusiasm, open to new ideas, changing how you think about some of your old belief systems, being open to learning or imparting some fine ideas. If you're a passionate or persuasive person, this can be a perfect platform for you to demonstrate just how engaged you can be with other people. If you're interested in a new vehicle or perhaps a new piece of technological equipment which helps you to connect with others better, that's also possible. But there's only so much you can pack in this month, Leo, and there is a square with Mars, the planet of desire and instant gratification, between Mars and Jupiter for the first 2 weeks of this month. And you could potentially bite off a little bit more than you can chew. So try to give yourself some kind of set plan which is achievable, moves you beyond where you are, but in a way that you can actually just manage within the structure of your ordinary demands. Because if you do take on too much, and the enthusiasm of Jupiter and its right angle with Mars can certainly see you wanting to do about 10 different jobs all at once. And you could actually spin all these plates brilliantly well, but maybe eventually one will fall to the floor. It's also worth understanding that Mars is going to be connecting with other planets than Jupiter this month, particularly in week 3 with Pluto. For the last 7 years, Pluto has been making you think a lot about the detail of your life, the practical structure. And then over the last 3 or 4 years, as it squared up to the stormy, erratic influence of Uranus, you found yourself in this repetitive cycle of, on one hand, wanting to make sure that you did the right thing for other people, your dependents, the people that you felt responsible to, and then another part of your nature was becoming more and more frustrated by these demands because they were stopping you being a free spirit. Now there is going to be a bit of an echo of that energy again this month. Now it came to a close in March, the right angle between Uranus and Pluto that was off and on for those 2.5, 3 years. But what happens this month is as Mars goes alongside Pluto, if there is anything where other people automatically expect you to look after them, pick up the responsibility of things, always be there, then you could find yourself becoming much less calm about it and much more wanting to assert your own needs. Now Mars then goes on to square up with Uranus in the last week of this month, which is going to be really like that right angle with Pluto. But I think in this instance, it's just the way you react can be, I think, quite combustible, especially if there is a lack of consideration for just how caring and thoughtful you can often be. You are one of the most generous and kindly of zodiac signs. But if something has gone on so long where people have just always assumed that you're there, you can be much more rebellious in the last days of this month. However, those word skills that are going to be absolutely bursting into the fore at the start of this month can also help you to communicate well with other people. And particularly from the 18th, when Venus moves into a lovely part of your horoscope. And I think this can be a time to be much more playful and sociable. Mercury in the first week of this month is asking you to still focus much more on nitty-gritty financial issues, clearing up some of the misunderstandings or awkward matters that came up in September. But then Mercury moves into your 3rd solar house, the pace of life picks up and you're going to be buzzing. But there is a full moon on the 16th. And once more, that issue about your need to make your life more spontaneous, more in the moment, and more refreshed. And if any part of your existence has just become too much in a rut, that's going to be aroused in the following 2 weeks, a desire to break out. Then the Sun and also Mercury relocate on the 23rd and the 25th into a quieter, more reflective part of your situation. And I think it wouldn't be a surprise if you did find things slowing down a little bit. In a romantic context, yes, you could have a glamorous connection to someone, but it also needs to be a heartfelt one. It's not just being drawn to someone because they're good looking or fun to be with or witty. You need to feel really comfortable with them too. And the planets are going to be asking you to think about that. Also, where you live, who with and how are also matters very much under the astral microscope as this month comes to a close. But I think the overwhelming issue in October is about how you think, your value systems, and how your thinking may be evolving in a different way against the demands of Mars as it makes those transits, makes those awkward angles to other planets, and really that need to be a free spirit and not be totally immersed in the needs of other people. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.